wala sitakubali ukabila.
Mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima,
sitaharibu mali ya wengine.
mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima,
Na majirani wangu nitalinda.
mimi ni
Mwenye Kenya daima. I wish I could go to the studio and sing with Mwalimu Wasonga. Mimi ni mwenye Kenya daima. Tuache chuki, tusieneze mabaya. Mimi ni mwenye Kenya. Mimi ni mwana Kenya daima. Tushangilie Kenya. He is the man behind some of the patriotic songs that we sing every day. And anytime I hear about this beat of Tushangilie Kenya, you know, it just reminds me of Mwalimu Wasonga, the man behind these songs, joining us at a City Center studio. Just talk to us, you know, about what drove him to write these songs and the relationship that he had with, you know, mzee, because he had a very close and personal relationship with President Daniel Arap Moi. And Mwalimu Wasonga, thank you so much, you know, for talking to us here on KTN News Center. It is a pleasure having you. Talk to us about the relationship, you know, that you had with the president.
Yes, our president, we were interacting with him during public functions. When we have a function, a presidential function that he presides over, and me, I organize choirs and I sing. And we perform with them, and I saw he was appreciating, and he was even joining the groups. And also sometimes he was inviting these groups to wherever he is at state houses or wherever the function is. And we perform for him, and then he comes and shares with us jokes, etc.
And Mwalimu Wasonga, the relationship you had with the president, and when you interacted with him during his tenure, what do you really remember, you know, about President Moi?
The late President Daniel Arap Moi was a humble man. He was a person who loved peace. He loved children. He also encouraged people to go to school to learn. He also liked initiating development projects. And he traveled all over the country, and he did not like tribalism.
All right, and Mwalimu Wasonga, you've written so many songs. You've written Tawala Kenya, Tawala, Tawala Kenya, Tawala, Raisi Moi, Tawala Kenya, Tawala. Yes. I mean, I can sing those songs. It means I'm, yes. You know, I know those songs. And you sang Tushangilie Kenya. You know, those are some of the songs that when people hear, yes, you know, they relate those songs with you and the relationship, yes, that you had with the president. Talk to us about what motivated you, you, yes, know, to write songs about the president.
Yes, what motivated me, I was inspired by his way of doing things, because he put Kenya together by visiting all corners of the country, and he also put the people together, even the leaders. He was in firm control of the country, and he liked preaching peace, and he liked also people who are development conscious, and he didn't like divisive politics.
Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu. And when I hear those words, yes, you're talking about, you know, yes, Kenyans being united. You're talking about, you know, even journalists writing stories that are supposed to be patriotic to their country. And that is something that the president, that was so dear to the president. So when you sat down to write these songs, where were you getting the words from? What really inspired you during that, you know, that season?
The inspiration, I think, is for, it was a God-gifted, because talent. Because initially I was not a musician, but I became a musician later. But what inspired me, especially the song Tushangilie Kenya, it was what I was seeing around us, our neighbors, the countries that neighbor us, because they had a lot of chaos. Countries like Uganda, Congo, Somalia, etc. There was a lot of chaos, and there are several refugees coming to Kenya. And I was seeing how suffering they were, and that one touched me. And there I felt that what can we do, we ourselves? And because of the talent that God gave me in music, I started preparing music that can unite people, that can promote peaceful coexistence amongst the communities, and also make the people aware of the dangers of tribalism and negative politics that can destroy the country. And therefore, in my song, especially to Shangilia Kenya, you will find that the lyrics that are there are just concerned with peaceful coexistence, development consciousness, and also unity amongst our people, and discouraging tribalism, so that we can build our country and grow faster.
All right. So, Mwalimu Wasonga, what will you miss, about President Moi?
Pardon?
What will you miss about President Moi, owing to the fact that you composed songs about him, about his leadership?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. What I miss about President Moi is that he liked traveling all over the country. Because today you hear him is there, and I think that is what diffused this divisive politics that are going on all over the country. And it also made the country become intact, and people were united. Because as a leader, people are very, very, very sensitive to you. That if they miss you for long, then these other people find other ways of penetrating and now bringing in their own ideas. But as well, he liked also talking, encouraging people to unite and develop our country together, and also to fear God, because you will find him every Sunday he was going to church, and that one kept us we people that when you are a God-fearing country, then everything will be correct.
All right, and Mwalimu Wasonga, you had conversations with the president. Did you ever have like a one-on-one, a personal conversation with the President Moi during his tenure?
Not really one-to-one like me, but when I'm leading groups, especially those performing groups, and he invites them somewhere, then he sits with us, and then we start chatting, and then he starts advising us, and we also listen, and then he also appreciates them by giving the groups tokens, and the people share, and also even we eat with him together, because when we have performed somewhere, and then he just says, I want this group to come and to this particular place, and we share lunch. We just sit with him in the table and just talk as if we are equals. So the humility in him is what we are missing.
All right, and lastly, Mwalimu Wasonga, as we wind up this conversation, you composed so many songs during Moi's leadership, his tenure in office. But what is the best music that you hold so dear, when you think about President Moi? You had Tawala Kenya, you had Tushangilie Kenya, so many of them.
We have so many songs that I composed during his regime, and initially people were thinking that he was telling us to compose, not only me but other composers of patriotic music, but he never told us to compose. We were just seeing his efforts of running the country, and people were being inspired, and then we started creating music about him. But to mine, there is only one that I was told to compose, not really with him, but the state by then, when we were celebrating 20 years of independence, that is Heko Jamhuri, tunasonga mbele watu wote wa Jamhuri Kenya yetu, Heko Jamhuri, Heko Jamhuri, Heko Jamhuri, Kenya yetu yaenda mbele. But then the one that I have discovered has been more